Gisairo to welcome the Kenyatta University students and Honorable Osoro to acknowledge our visitors from Zambia. You do so, Gisairo, on behalf of yourself and the House for all the schools visiting today.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
You have a minute to do that.
Honorable Speaker, the students of Kenyatta University cornered me as I was walking out of a church service and demanded some questions about the work of Parliament. I took some time to explain to them, and I also welcomed them to come to this House so that they are able to understand and have a real feel of what legislators do. So we welcome into this House, and over and above that, Honorable Speaker, also being an old boy of Alliance High School, I will take an opportunity also to welcome Alliance High School to this House, together with all the other schools that have come to be able to understand how the House functions and how we do our work. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, I happen to have worked and lived in Zambia, in Dola, working at Ndindi Refinery. So therefore, I will take again this opportunity to also welcome the delegation from Zambia as a place I've worked and lived in into this House. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Osoro.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I indeed asked for a minute to appreciate the delegation from Zambia for the hospitality they accorded us when we visited them as the House Business Committee. Yes. Actually, with you, Honorable Speaker. Yes. I think sometimes, if not last year, it should be the last year but one. Now, I'm reminded by the Majority Leader that it's last year when we visited Zambia. And of course, it was a learning experience in Zambia, and we hope that even as they traverse around the country, in this country, in Kenya, we hope they will be sharing the experiences on the legislative duties and procedures on how we work, in terms of our legislative duties, Honorable Speaker. And we hope to reciprocate the visit again in the near future, because I was making fun of them, of course, when we were having lunch, that we may not meet the hospitality they accorded us when we visited them in terms of the food they gave us, Honorable Speaker. And I told them that please extend the invitation again very, very fast so that we can come and enjoy the meal that we enjoyed and the experiences that we shared in terms of the legislative duties that we all hold. So on behalf of the House Business Committee and this House, we wish to appreciate the honorable members led by the Deputy Speaker of Zambia. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Majority Whip. Nyamai. Rachel, 1 minute.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and thank you for giving me this opportunity. I would like to welcome all students that have come to visit Parliament today, but I would like to specifically welcome students from Modale Girls. Honorable Speaker, I went to Modale Girls many years ago, and I still have the memories of the encouragement that we were given by our teachers and our principal, Mrs. Mbuko. This is a school that made me who I am, and I would like to encourage these girls, together with other girls from other schools, that you can be what you want to be, as long as you focus on your studies and listen to your teachers. This is the August House where laws are made, and this is a place where you can be in the future and be able to shape the leadership of this country. Welcome to the August House. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Reluctantly, Nyoro, 1 minute. Give Nyoro a minute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to welcome all students into Parliament, and especially Rarakwa girls from my constituency. It's one of very few schools. We only have 3 girls' schools in Kigumo. And I want to encourage them and let them know that currently we are seated here and they have an opportunity to learn and be able to sit where we sit. And I wish them well, because they've been doing very well in exams, and a safe journey home. Thank you.
Thank you. Kemei, Justice.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wish to welcome the honorable members from Zambia. And Mr. Speaker, I've been to Zambia over 5 times, and I can tell you it's a great country. I was also in school at the University of Wales with 3 students from Zambia, and they were very hardworking. Welcome to Kenya. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Jared.
Honorable Speaker, I thank you for the opportunity. Honorable Speaker, the country Zambia actually came up with CDF way ahead of us. And when our parliamentarians in the 10th Parliament was writing the laws around CDF, they borrowed heavily on what was already existing as Constituency Development Fund in Zambia. And today, I'm very happy that they have come to benchmark on our CPST. So that tells you how knowledge is being shared across the globe, Honorable Speaker. And I thank you for the opportunity, and we encourage them to continue doing the good work with their CDF.
Thank you, Majority Leader.
Zambia Gitonga is also seated next to me. So it's called Zambia Gitonga. So he should join his colleagues soon after this.
His name has nothing to do with Zambia. And yes, Majority Leader.
For the statement or to welcome?
For your statement, and you can welcome your pet school, Alliance. Two of my sons went through that school as well.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. It's called The School. So allow me, Honorable Speaker, before I read the usual Thursday statement, on behalf of the House and on my own behalf, to welcome the school that we host in Kikuyu, The School, The Alliance High School. And tell the young men seated in the speaker's gallery, I was in that school about 31 years ago. Is it 31? From 1994. I left that school in 1994. Left as a house captain, Smith House, and the senior prefect in charge of discipline. So they know what happens when you get indisciplined at the school. Honorable Speaker, also allow me to recognize the other schools, the one from Kitui and the delegation from Zambian Parliament. And it's true, as Honorable Soro says, we did visit the Zambian Parliament as members of the House Business Committee, and were indeed accorded
and
very
they
good
accorded
hospitality.
us a very good welcome.
Very, very good, extremely good, Honorable Speaker.
Yes.
I happened to miss that opportunity to visit,
Yes.
but when the whip came back,
Yes.
he has always had stories about the Zambian Parliament and even how the parliamentarians live with constituency houses in the city of Lusaka. Therefore, we have a lot to learn also from them, even as they seek to learn from us on matters CPST. Honorable Speaker, moving on to the Thursday statement. Pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44.2a, I rise to give the following statement on behalf of the House Business Committee, which met on Tuesday, 11 March 2025, to prioritize business for consideration during the week. Honorable Speaker, as members are aware, last week the House approved the medium-term debt management strategy. Earlier today, the House also approved the 2025 budget policy statement, which paves the way for the introduction of the Division of Revenue Bill of 2025 for first reading and subsequent stages. The House also passed the second supplementary estimates for the financial year 2024-2025 this morning, and we proceed to conclude consideration of Committee on Supply this afternoon. This will be followed by consideration at all stages of the Supplementary Appropriations Bill 2025. And I urge members to stick around because this is the most critical stage of the budget making process. Honorable Speaker, I also wish to commend the Liaison Committee and all members for the dedication and cooperation demonstrated in consideration of the medium-term debt strategy and the budget policy statement and the second supplementary estimates for the financial year 24-25 and the attendant legislation. Indeed, we have certainly set a good pace and met the statutory timelines with regard to the said budget documents. With such an accomplishment, Honorable Speaker, we can now proceed to our upcoming short break, commencing after tomorrow's morning sitting without any baggage of pending priority business. Honorable Speaker, members will recall that on Tuesday, 11 March 2025, this House resolved to alter its calendar for the fourth session, regular sessions, by varying the commencement of the short recess from Friday, 14 March to Monday, 17 March 2025. In line with that resolution, the House will resume its regular sittings on Tuesday, 1st April 2025 at 2:30 p.m. to continue the first part of the session. Honorable Speaker, as we proceed on recess, the House still awaits reports on various business before committees. The recess period therefore gives committees, including those which have not been fully reconstituted, those that are still having elections pending, ample time to expedite consideration of business pending before them, including finalizing reports on bills, treaties, inquiries, and responses to statements, which will be brought to the House upon resumption from recess. Honorable Speaker, it's good to emphasize, especially now that all department committees have their chairs in place. There are very many committees that still have reports pending and which are holding the processing of certain bills to progress to second reading. And I really want to urge all of us, because this is a short working recess, we take that break to allow committees to be able to work on such reports, inquiries, and please take time to make sure that you finalize with, especially those that are holding bills, with all those reports. Honorable Speaker, upon resumption, the House will continue with the second reading of the Learners with Disabilities Bill, Senate Bill number 4 of 2023, and the Treaty Making and Ratification Amendment Bill number 2 of 2024, should they not be concluded tomorrow, Friday, 14 March 2025. Additionally, Honorable Speaker, debate will also be undertaken on the following motions, should they not be concluded on tomorrow morning. One is report of the Departmental Committee on Transport and Infrastructure regarding public petition on legal recognition and protection of e-hailing motorcycle riders and delivery personnel. And two, motion on the state of security in 6 counties of North Rift, being Baringo, Elgeyo Marakwet, Turkana, West Pokot, Samburu, and Laikipia. Finally, Honorable Speaker, the House Business Committee will reconvene again on Tuesday, 1st April 2025 to schedule business for the rest of that week. On behalf of the House Business Committee, I wish members a restful recess, working recess, as they spend time with their families, discharge their duties in their constituencies, and those who will be around in town, their duties in the committees, as I said, which have pending reports that we expect to have been finalized by the time we re-engage again on the 1st of April, God willing. I now wish to lay this statement on the table of the House. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Next. Order Dawood.
Order number 8, motion. Report of the Committee of the Whole House on the National Land Commission Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 43 of 2023. Question to be put and third reading.
Members on their feet, take your seats. Take the nearest seat, Pauline. Member for Aldai, take the nearest seat. Honorable members, I'll now put the question at order number 8, which is that this House do agree with the report of the Committee of the Whole House on its consideration of the National Land Commission Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 43 of 2023. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Mover? Owen Bayer.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the National Land Commission Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 43 of 2023, be now read a third time. I also request the Honorable Osoro to second.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to second.
Thank you. Honorable Member for Uhuru, take your seat. Honorable members, I now propose the question, which is that the National Land Commission Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 43 of 2023, be now read a third time. I put the question, and I confirm that we have quorum in the House to warrant a vote. And I now put the question, which is that the National Land Commission Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 43 of 2023, be now read a third time. As members of that opinion say aye. Aye. Will those of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the National Land Commission Act and for connected purposes.
Next order.
Order number 9, Committee of Supply, second allotted day to resume from vote 1321.
Honorable members, will you be upstanding? And even the students in the gallery, will you stand?
Order, members, we are back to the Committee of Supply on the second supplementary estimates for the financial year 2024-2025. We had processed up to vote 1311.
Vote 1321, Witness Protection Agency.
Honorable members, I propose the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure, current and development for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 1321 be increased by a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 26 million.
Program being revised under vote 1321, Witness Protection.
I propose the question that the program being revised under vote 1321 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. I put the question that the program being revised under vote 1321 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a counter opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that further to the supplementary appropriation number 2, Act 24, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 1321 be increased by a sum not exceeding 26 million Kenya shillings. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a counter opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Vote 1331, State Department for Environment and Climate Change.
I propose the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure, recurrent and development for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 1331 be increased by a sum not exceeding 619 million Kenya shillings.
Programs being revised under vote 1331, Environment Management and Protection, and 2, General Administration, Planning and Support Services.
I propose the question that the programs being revised under vote 1331 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. I put the question that the programs being revised under vote 1331 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a counter opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 1331 be increased by a sum not exceeding 619 million Kenya shillings. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a counter opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Vote 1332, State Department for Forestry.
I propose the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 1332 be reduced by a sum not exceeding 302,800,000 Kenya shillings.
Programs being revised under vote 1332, forest development, management and conservation, general administration, planning and support services.
I propose the question that the programs being revised under vote 1332 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. I put the question that the programs being revised under vote 1332 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure, recurrent and development for the year ending 30th June 2025, in respect to vote 1332, be reduced by a sum not exceeding 302,800,000 shillings. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Vote 2011, the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights.
Does it have an amendment? No.
No, it doesn't.
I propose the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2011 be increased by a sum not exceeding 5 million Kenya shillings.
Programs under vote 2011. Program being revised under vote 2011, protection and promotion of human rights.
I propose the question that the programs being revised under vote 2011 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. I put the question that the programs being revised under vote 2011 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2011 be increased by a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 5 million. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Vote 2021, National Land Commission.
I propose the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2021 be increased by a sum not exceeding Kenya shillings 176 million.
Program being revised under vote 2021, land administration and management.
I propose the question that the programs being revised under vote 2021 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. Makali Mulu.
Yeah, thank you so much, Honorable Chairperson. Chairperson, I want to support this increase, but as I do that, Honorable Chairperson, I think I will go on record that we are very concerned as representatives of the people because a lot of Kenyans have given their land for development of public projects, and they have never been compensated for the land. I want to give an example of the Kitui-Kibwezi Mwingi Road, where for the last 6 years, our people did give out their land. Up to now, none of them has been compensated in a single cent.
I put the question that the programs being revised under vote 2021 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2021 be increased by a sum not exceeding 176 million Kenya shillings. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Vote 2031, Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission.
I propose that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2111 be increased by a sum not exceeding 150 million Kenya shillings. The vote don't have it. Yeah, sorry members, my order paper was incomplete. The vote we are dealing with is 2031. I propose that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2031 be reduced by a sum not exceeding 120 million Kenya shillings.
Program being revised under vote 2031, management of electoral process.
I propose the question that the program being revised under vote 2031 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. Mover, there is a proposed amendment.
Thank you, Chairperson. I wish to move an amendment on vote 2031, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, that the schedule be amended in vote 2031 by deleting the figure Kenya shillings 3 billion 661. It's 3 billion 661 million 686,102, appearing in column 9, gross recurrent estimates. Under the program 061700, which is management of electoral processes, and substituting the figure with a figure that is Kenya shillings 3 billion 811 million 686,102. And this is to cater for an increase of Kenya shillings 150 million, so that IEBC has several pending bills, but this increase will help them also cover other pending bills, especially for small suppliers. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Chairperson.
Thank you very much. I therefore propose the question that the programs under vote 2031 be amended as proposed. Honorable Undo.
Chair, it's good to hear the Chair of Liaison Committee indicate additional amounts to paying pending bills. But Honorable Chair, there is some humongous amount of pending bills in terms of legal fees at EIBC. And of course, what amuses everybody, that the bills have been pending for many years, but each subsequent election cycle, these advocates still take up more instructions and briefs. Is there something that we don't know that they know? Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Very well. Just to notify members that the net effect of this proposed amendment is that it will now be an increase by 30 million. That will be the net effect. Honorable Makali Mulu.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Chairperson. That's the clarification I needed, because she was saying 150 million, but there was a reduction of 120. So we're only allowing 30 million more. And that will go towards payment of pending bills.
It will be positive.
Yeah, but even as we talk about these pending bills, Honorable Chairperson, I think it's important, just like all the other bills, it's important some of these bills are audited so that we get to know whether they are genuine bills or they are the normal Kenyan bills where people bill the government having provided no services or goods. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you. Member for Sigowet Soin, are you on this?
Thank you, Madam Chair. While I support the increase to the IEBC, Madam Chair, we as Parliament must increasingly look at pending bills in all public institutions, particularly those bills that relate to lawyers and advocates, Madam Speaker. While they're providing a critical service, I think we need to look at them critically so that at the end of the day, we give value to the money from our people. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. I therefore put the question that the programs under vote 2031 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I put the question that the program being revised under vote 2031 as amended and sums allocated be approved. I now put the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect to vote 2031 be increased by a sum not exceeding 30 million Kenya shillings. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Vote 2061, the Commission on Revenue Allocation.
I propose the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2061 be reduced by a sum not exceeding 6,276,461 Kenya shillings.
Program being revised under vote 2061, intergovernmental relations, intergovernmental transfers and financial matters.
I propose the question that the program being revised under vote 2061 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. I put the question that the programs being revised under vote 2061 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. I then put the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2061 be reduced by a sum not exceeding 6,276,461 Kenya shillings. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Vote 2071, Public Service Commission.
I propose the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2071 be increased by a sum not exceeding 92,342,795 Kenya shillings.
Program being revised under vote 2071, General Administration, Planning and Support Services, Human Resource Management and Development, Governance and National Values.
I propose the question that the programs being revised under vote 2071 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. I put the question that the programs being revised under vote 2071 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2071 be increased by a sum not exceeding 92,342,795 Kenya shillings. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Vote 2081, Salaries and Remuneration Commission.
I propose the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2081 SRC be increased by a sum not exceeding 101,174,396 Kenya shillings.
Program being revised under vote 2081, Salaries and Remuneration Management.
I propose the question that the program being revised under vote 2081 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. I put the question that the program being revised under vote 2081 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I propose the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2081 be increased by a sum not exceeding 101,174,396 Kenya shillings. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Vote 2091, Teacher Service Commission.
I propose that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2091 be increased by a sum not exceeding 18,367,800,000 80,796 Kenya shillings.
Programs being revised under Vote 2091, Teachers Resource Management, Governance and Standards, and General Administration, Planning and Support Services.
I propose the question that the programs being revised under Vote 2091, as read out and sums allocated in the schedule, be approved. Honorable Member for Funyula.
Chair, the issue of teachers and TSA is a very emotive issue. Chair, I just want to go on record that in this country, we have P1 teachers who graduated all the way around 2010, 2015, who are yet to be fully absorbed. The question everybody wonders, will they get to retirement age before they benefit from the labors of their classroom, or what's the issue? Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Member for Kitui Central, if you intend to speak, you put on your intervention.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Honorable Chairperson, 18 billion is a lot of money. And colleagues, as we approve these resources, we must demand fairness in promotion and recruitment. TSC has been very unfair to Kenyans. I think as a House, we must demand fairness in terms of promotion and recruitment.
Very well. Member for Sigoet.
Madam Chair, while I support, I want to join my colleagues in asking TSC to ensure that teachers who have served for a certain period of time must be promoted without any undue delay. And secondly, Madam Speaker, I join my colleagues in saying those who graduated way back in 2009, like in my constituency, and they are about 40-something years, Madam Speaker, TSC must take deliberate measures to ensure that these people are employed because they are almost due for retirement. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Very well. Member for Busia. You are
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Yes.
I'm here.
Okay.
Yes, I just want to also request that the additional money should be used to the purpose that it has been given for. I always see teachers, immediately they retire. They suffer roaming back and forth to the city and back to the remote areas, begging to get their pension on time. So I hope this time no one will die before seeing the fruits of their.
Honorable Jerusha Momanyi.
Thank you, Chair. I also want to support that the increased amount of money should go to promote the right teachers who have served for so long in the same job group. And when the promotions are done, they should be done fairly and be distributed equally throughout the country. Also, those who graduated a long time ago, especially the P1 teachers who have not been employed, they also need to be considered, bearing in mind that once somebody is above 45 years, they cannot be employed.
Thank you.
Thank you. I support.
Nyamai.
Thank you, Speaker. As I support the increment, Honorable Chair, I would like also to say that we have teachers who are above 40 years. And we know that in public service, Honorable Chair, when someone gets to 45 years, they cannot be employed. So I also say that the Education Committee, during its oversight of this budget, should ensure that teachers who are above 40 years and are in our constituencies should be hired so that they do not reach 45 years, which will make them unemployable by public service.
Thank you. We are all in support. I therefore put the question that the programs being revised under Vote 2091 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I therefore put the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of Vote 2091 be increased by a sum not exceeding 18,367,080,796 Kenya shillings. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable members, before we go to the next vote, allow me to recognize in the Speaker's gallery students from Elbagon Secondary School in Molo constituency, Nakuru County, St. Adrian Kaewa School from Masinga constituency, Machakos County, and Harambe Comprehensive Makadara constituency, Nairobi, in the public gallery. On your behalf and of the House, we welcome them to the floor of this House, to the House to observe the proceedings of the House.
Vote 2111, Auditor General.
I propose the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2111 be increased by a sum not exceeding 150 million Kenya shillings.
Program being revised under vote 2111, Audit Services.
I propose the question that the program being revised under vote 2111 as read out and the sums allocated in the schedule be approved. Honorable Nyikal.
Chair, as I rise to support this, we should take notice, and the Auditor General should take notice, that this House has just passed a bill which is probably going to be consented to soon to actually expand their services in the area of human resource. And this is an area of big concern to us in the country. And with this increase, they should try to operationalize this act as soon as it is consented to.
Thank you. Member for Kwanza.
Madam Speaker, I just want to draw your attention. I raised a board of order. I was not able to, you didn't notice me. But I think on the year 2091 of the Teacher Service Commission, I want to suggest that the Teacher Service Commission...
Order, Honorable Wanyonyi. We are already done with that. We are on Auditor General.
I just wanted
Auditor General, please. Vote 2111. Honorable Baya, are you on 2111? Okay, honorable members, I therefore put the question that the program being revised under vote 2111 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2111 be increased by a sum not exceeding 150 million Kenya shillings. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Vote 2131, Commission on Administrative Justice.
I propose that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2131 be increased by a sum not exceeding 3,300,000 Kenya shillings.
Program being revised under vote 2131, Promotion of Administrative Justice.
I propose the question that the program being revised under vote 2131 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. Baya, are you on this? Not on this. Nyikal, are you on this?
Chair, once again, as I support the increase, this is one commission that actually we don't feel. If you ask many Kenyans what this commission does, it may be doing a lot of work, but really we don't feel it as a nation, even as parliament. I think they should actually start being visible. Some form of communication should come out for the public. Thank you.
Asante. Member for Endebess, are you on this one?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Chair, the Commission on Administration of Justice, I think this is the Office of the Ombudsman. And I think the last time it was active is when Otienda Molo was the chair. And this is a very important commission that at times people don't understand what it does. And as my colleague has put it, I think it's important for it to be visible because there's many issues which this commission can be able to do and help, especially.
Thank you. I therefore put the question that the program being revised under the vote 2131 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of vote 2131 be increased by a sum of 3,300,000 Kenya shillings. As many as are of that opinion say aye. As many as are of a counter opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Vote 2141, National Gender and Equality Commission.
I propose that further to the Supplementary Appropriation Act 2024, the sum allocated to meet the expenditure for the year ending 30th June 2025 in respect of Vote 2141 be increased by a sum not exceeding 20 million Kenya shillings.
Program being revised under Vote 2141, Promotion of Gender Equality and Freedom from Discrimination.
I propose the question that the program being revised under Vote 2141 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. Tindi Mwale.
Madam Speaker, I rise to support for us to attain gender equality. I support the increase. Thank you.
I therefore, Kainan.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, this is a very important commission. Right now, taking into account that there are so many things, gender-based violence, so many challenges to our girls. We need to feel the presence of this commission in all counties. So I think what we have been experiencing over the last 1 year comes to an end. So I suggest that even in future, we should fund this commission more than any other commission. I support.
Very well said, Pukose.
Chair, this is a very important commission that appeared before the Committee of Health on a bill that came from the Senate on reproductive health. And actually, they came with their commissioners and even senior staff to Parliament. And I want to applaud the commission, which is led by the former member of this House, the Honorable Chaldesa. And I think we should be able to support it. Thank you, Honorable.
Very well said, Atandi.
Chair, I want to join my colleagues in saying that this is a very important commission. We recently approved the chair of this commission, Madam Chair. And Madam Chair, since the chair was appointed, she has not even been able to work because there are no vehicles, there is nothing. So I think this increase is very significant and we need to support it. Thank you.
Very well said. I therefore put the question that the programs being revised under Vote 2141 as read out and sums allocated in the schedule be approved. As many as are of that opinion say aye.